Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. Wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, US of A, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise, you are highly welcome to this very late night edition. Is it late? No, you are still in your afternoon or late evening. We here in Southeast Asia, we are already in the evening. It is after 8 p.m. here in Southeast Asia. Malaysia to be precise. Welcome once again to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. You see, today, Monday, it's been a very busy day for Chelsea Football Club. And you know what? Chelsea might be in the Conference League. Chelsea might be in the Conference League. But there is no boring day in this football club. There is no boring day in this football club. There is always something crazy going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Football Club, day since the last normal day at the club was when Abramovich left. There is no boring day. There is always a news. And to my own surprise and to your surprise, it looks like in every second, Todd Boehly and Co, the Gallagher group, they are signing. No, we can choose to sign every player on the planet. But not all of them will play for Chelsea. Some will have to use them to make money, profit. Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, that is just by the way. Let's get started with the main news. Tonight, wherever you are, or this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we signed Pedro Neto. Yes. Pedro Neto now is officially Chelsea player. He was unveiled last night during the game. We all saw him, and this is what he said. He said, I feel really grateful to have joined this club. I have worked really hard in my career to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting on the pitch with this shirt. You know, when they sign you like this, they are proud of the shirt, the badge. I want to believe that Pedro Neto will strive on to become a legend in Chelsea. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, I will not waste much of your time, so I would like to rush through quickly. Our last preseason game was played Saturday night, right? Yeah. And I promised you that I was going to come back with a final analysis of the game. I did a lot in the past few days, yesterday and earlier today. But come to think of the entire game, the first half, the second half, ladies and gentlemen, final preseason game, it matters a lot. And I want to give my few takes on the entire game, the 90 minutes that was played. You see, it was a very dominant display against a well-drilled, experienced Inter Milan side. It was. Maresca ball is not as rigid as you would think. During the game, he varied a lot of things, including an overlapping fullback on the right side. Do you notice that? Yes. He varied a lot of things, including overlapping fullback on the right side. If I have enough time, I will explain that later. You see, we created a lot of chances and still need to be clinical all round. Not just the striker or the number 9 role. We still need to be clinical all round. From the right flank to the left flank. Before the midfield. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to win games, we must be clinical in every aspect of the game. Though it must be said that the goalkeeper of Inter Milan made some ridiculous saves. Yes, the goalkeeper, Sommer, he made some ridiculous saves to keep us out of the game, to keep Chelsea out of the game. You see, we have depth in our squad. Maresca will have a huge headache on who to keep, especially with the late transfer incomings. Because why? Some players have been tireless and promising from the onset. And from the midfield to attack, the likes of Maguire have made a mark. The young chap, 18-year-old coming from Barcelona. I will not expect Chelsea to loan him out. I want Maguire to stay in the first team. He is a kind of player or a striker that can develop as quickly as possible. That is why I'm so excited that Samu Omorodion deal could not go through. Ladies and gentlemen, that would have slowed his pace down. That would have slowed him down. Now we have Maguire, Nicola Jackson, and if we can successfully finalize the deal with Victor Osimhen, Chelsea, Chelsea will be in the upcoming season for trophies. Trust me. You see, there is a lot to be hopeful for from this current side of Chelsea. Unlike last season. Last season, we had several injury situations. A lot of injuries. In fact, there was a time we had about 13 players on injury. 13 players on injury. Pochettino didn't have the luxury that this current coach, Enzo Maresca, have right now. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, in conclusion of the game that was played on Saturday night, on your screen right now, on your screen, I want you to see the statistics. That is what you can see right there. Ball possession, Chelsea possessed 54% of the ball. Inter Milan 48. Total shot, Chelsea had 21 shots to 6 from Inter Milan. Yes. Goalkeeper save. Chelsea's goalkeeper save 2. Inter Milan goalkeeper save 8. Corner kicks. Chelsea 5. Inter Milan 1. Fouls committed. Chelsea 14. Inter Milan 7. Total passes. For you to understand Maresca football. Total passes. 476 for Chelsea. 411 for Inter Milan. Tackles made. Chelsea 8, Inter Milan 10. Free kicks. Chelsea 7, Inter Milan 14. Because we had a lot of fouls. Yellow cards. Chelsea 2, Inter Milan 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the statistics out of the game against Inter Milan. Remember, Inter are a well-drilled side. Last two seasons, they were in the Champions League final. Yeah. They were in the Champions League final. Where Romelu Lukaku had a chance to win the game for Inter Milan. But he messed up miserably. I'm sorry to say so anyway, but he did. There was a clear-cut opportunity for him to score. He couldn't. Yeah. Inter Milan fans will remember this. Well, last season, Inter Milan, they are currently, they are the Italian champions. So this game was against last two seasons UEFA Champions League finalists and Italian League or Alitalia League champions. Currently, they are the Italian League champions. Serie A League champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we played 1-1. It ended in a draw. That is our final game, our final preseason game. Our next game is against Man City. Pep Guardiola versus Enzo Maresca. Father against son. Coming Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly. Tonight or this afternoon, depends on where you are. I want to end on some few other important notes. You see, full-time thoughts on that game. Maresca changed his system again in the second half of the game. Bringing in Palmer and Malo Gusto from the second half. Initially, Palmer goes outside and Gusto was inverting. But in not so long, Palmer and Gusto interchange their positions. You can go back and watch the video. Palmer and Malo Gusto, they interchange their positions. Yes. And Palmer is fully a right turn. Palmer was fully a right turn. You see, Palmer then replaces Gusto in that diamond as a right center back, as a right center midfielder. Enzo, left center midfielder, and Nkuku, the tip of the diamond. Maresca is adapting to certain strategy. Viega replaces Cucurella as left center back. Yes, Viega. He replaced Cucurella as left center back. And Casado plays as right back at some point. Go back and watch the video and you understand what I'm trying to say. You see, Ugo, who scored our equalizing goal, Ugo Chukwu looks really good at defensive midfield. He looks really, really good at that DM position. But he was not stationary. He was not stationary at that position. Enzo looks like he's experimented a lot in this preseason. Enzo Fernandez, he looks like a player that was experimented a lot in the preseason as he should have been. And so he was more free to move from defense to attack. And has a lot of solutions for the upcoming season. Fernandez Enzo, I see him having a lot of solutions for the upcoming season. Why? Because if you look at him very carefully, his movement on the ball, it looks as if the style of Maresca suits him better than Mauricio Pochettino's system. The style of Maresca suits Enzo Fernandez better than Mauricio Pochettino's system. His movement with the ball and without the ball. It got to a time where Cucurella was holding the ball. Cucurella wanted to pass the ball back. You could see Fernandez clearly signaling him. There is so much space, like an acre of space ahead of him. Bring the ball forward, but Cucurella couldn't see him. Ladies and gentlemen, am I taking much of your time? I told you tonight or this afternoon, I have so much for you. Your menu is full. Don't go anywhere yet because I'll get to Victor Osimhen. Ladies and gentlemen, I have news on Victor Osimhen and I have news on Joao Felix. So wait until we get to the end of this video. You see, our counter press went in the second half, but partly as a result of lot of players not fit playing. The second half, most of our players were not fit playing the game. Casado, Nicolas Jackson, Cole Palmer, Cucurella, they were all not part of the preseason. I mean, Casado and Nicolas Jackson were part of the preseason, but they didn't play games. Cole Palmer and Cucurella, they were not part of the preseason US of A. So it looks like fitness was partly the problem in the second half. Our counter press went in that second half due to that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was good to see Jackson too. Very good to see Jackson. Even though he didn't impress me that much. But press was still good in overall. Sterling, ladies and gentlemen, Raheem Sterling, the 15 minutes that he came on, he was lively. Let me hear from you with my analysis. Let me hear from you. What you have to say about this analysis? Well, quickly, my time is getting up. But I want you to understand something here. You see, Chelsea, we are still in the market to strengthen the squad. It was not part of the initial plan, what we are doing right now. But it was strategic. Joao Felix's story exclusively revealed yesterday. Now, currently as we speak, is entering to key stages. Why would Joao Felix, a player that last season we said we don't want, 2 seasons ago was with us, but last season we said we don't want him. Now we are going for him. Joao Felix's story was exclusive yesterday as revealed by Fabrizio Romano. It's currently entering into key stages. We understand George Mendes is still in London to negotiate his potential return to Chelsea. Talks remain ongoing, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea FC management wanted to keep Joao Felix a year ago. He wanted to stay, but Pochettino said no. Poch was our coach then. He said no, he doesn't fit into his system. Now we are negotiating to have him. George Mendes, who is also the agent for Pedro Neto, that we just signed yesterday, he's still in London and negotiating the deals currently. This deal is linked to Samu Omorodion. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it earlier on my previous video. And quickly, you see, Joao Felix has already said yes to Chelsea return. His agent, George Mendes, was informed that yesterday. Negotiations ongoing between Chelsea and Atletico, as revealed last night. It's up to Chelsea now. This is also crucial for Conor Gallagher deal. It is crucial for Conor Gallagher deal, ladies and gentlemen. Conor Gallagher deal, as we speak, is off. Breaking news. Yes. Conor Gallagher deal, as we speak, is off until the negotiations with Joao Felix and his agent with Chelsea are through. I can confirm that to you right now. The deal with Conor Gallagher, he's in Spain. Yes. But that deal is on hold. It is a shock to some of you, right? Yes. You see, I kept telling you guys that when it comes to the transfer window, a lot can take place within a minute. Things can change when you never expected it. Ladies and gentlemen, Conor Gallagher deal is on hold right now. The deal now depends on Joao Felix to Chelsea, Julian Alvarez to Atletico Madrid. Samu Omorodion is out of the deal right now. Chelsea will have to sign Joao Felix in order for Atletico Madrid to accept Conor Gallagher. Then Atletico Madrid can deal directly with Man City and seal the deal with Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez deal is hanging solely on Chelsea buying Joao Felix right now. And Joao Felix deal, or let me put it this way, Conor Gallagher's deal currently is hanging on Chelsea accepting to sign the deal with Joao Felix. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Currently, as we speak, Samu Omorodion jetted a flight back to Spain, devastated. The Gallagher to Atletico Madrid deal is off at the moment. Chelsea want Osimhen and trying to swap Lukaku. That is another breaking news for. I told you I'm loaded. Trust me, on this channel, you can never have another one as compared to this one. I am fully loaded. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Gallagher to Atletico Madrid deal is off at the moment. Chelsea want Osimhen and trying to swap Lukaku with Osimhen. I told you earlier on also, it was a smart move by Chelsea to use Samu Omorodion in bait. When I say in bait, it means it's like a fisherman going to fish. You know the hook, right? You have to put a small fish at the tip of the hook. When you cast the hook, a bigger fish would like to swallow that small fish. Then your hook now hook the bigger fish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Chelsea did to Atletico Madrid and Samu Omorodion. In fact, they used Atletico Madrid and Samu Omorodion as a bait to get Victor Osimhen from Napoli. They made Napoli to panic. Napoli, in all their senses, those Italian clubs, they thought they are smart. But we have a smarter way of dealing with them. They panic, and now they soften their stance, ready to let Victor Osimhen go. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Osimhen to Chelsea in the next days to come. And let me also make it very clear. I don't expect this deal to be smooth. I'll still expect this deal to go through to the final stages of the transfer window. 2 weeks from now, it can go to the last minute, the 11th hour on the last day. Because knowing Napoli and their president, what they can do, ladies and gentlemen, just be patient. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea, it's a done deal. It is. Well, let me end it here. There's so much to talk about, but because of time, I will have to come again with exclusive. Listen, I'm loaded. As we are heading towards the final days of the preseason, so much to talk about. I should be back in the coming hours. But quickly, let me give some shout outs before I let you go. But remember, Conor Gallagher deals now hanging on Joao Felix. Yes. Will I have to give you this information as well, ladies and gentlemen? Nico Williams, yes. Few minutes, please, before you go. Nico Williams, I am proud to get the shirt number 10 from Munian and to make history as he did. Nico Williams to Barcelona, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I will elaborate on this in the coming hours. Watch out for that. Nico Williams to Barcelona, it is here we go. Well, quickly, not much to say again. My time is up. I'll be back with more exclusives and more shout out in the coming hours. Big shout out to you guys all out there in Europe, in Africa, here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.